Hi everyone, welcome back to Eve Math Tutoring. Today's lesson is on adding and subtracting numbers that are in scientific notation. So let's start off with a simple example. Say you're given the following example. 2 times 10 to the 5 plus 3 times 10 to the 5. So as you can see, both of these numbers are in scientific notation already. And we know that because we've got a number, the decimal, which isn't written here, and then just multiplied by 10 to the power of some number. So both of these numbers are already in scientific notation. Now when you're adding numbers in scientific notation, you have to make sure that the exponent of 10 is the same number. So in this case, it is the same. So you would go ahead and add these numbers and then just attach 10 to the 5. So that would be your answer there. Okay, so if we did another example with subtraction, it's the same rules for subtraction. So over here we see again that we've got the same exponent here, so we just subtract the numbers and then just attach 10 to the 3. Okay. Now say you have an example where the exponents are different. So in that case, what you have to do is you have to change one of the numbers so that you have the two same exponents. So you can change either number. So if I decided to keep the first one the same, then I have to change the second one so that it's multiplied by 10 to the 4. So that would mean that I made this part bigger, so that means I have to make this part smaller. So what I'm going to do is take the decimal, which is always at the end of the number, and move it over here. So it's going to become 0.3 times 10 to the 4. And now that I have the same exponent, I can go ahead and add the numbers. Okay, so it becomes 1.8 times 10 to the 4. Okay. We can try another example. Say we have 1.25 times 10 to the 5 minus 2 times 10 to the 4. And let's do plus 0.04 times 10 to the 5. So in this example, you can see that this one here is 10 to the 4, so we need to change that so it can be the same as these two. So I'm going to keep this one the same. I'm just going to put a line here to separate these. Okay, now over here this stays the same. Now this one, if I make the exponent 10 to the 5, I made the exponent this part larger, so I have to accommodate by making this part smaller. So the decimal is always at the end of the number. I move it once over here to the left, so it becomes 0.2 times 10 to the 5. So 0.2 times 10 to the 5 is the same as 2 times 10 to the 4. So if you multiply these out, like this one, if you actually wrote it out the long way, you would get the same number. Okay? So then plus 0.04 times 10 to the 5. So now that we have all of them with 10 to the 5, now we can go ahead and just work out the actual decimals. So we do 1.25 minus 0.2, which is 1.05, plus 0.04, so we get 1.09 times 10 to the 5. Okay, so that would be our final answer there. So that's a quick lesson on adding and subtracting numbers that are in scientific notation.